Hey guys, this is a book review for Mini Farming. It's Self-Sufficiency on a Quarter Acre. So it's kind of like growing a ton of food in your backyard, which is something I have gotten into in the past couple of years. I find it to be really therapeutic beyond just getting vegetables. So I thought this was a great book for teaching and inspiring, and there's a lot of like technical stuff in there. You could see that had like seed saving. It goes over a ton of stuff. It has like chickens, pest control that is not like toxic for the environment. Maybe I should go to the table of contents, but flipping through you can see there are lots of pictures, lots of charts. They describe things with the visual as well, which is super helpful. And it can be a lot of info at once, so my recommendation would just be take it like one section at a time. Work on like your kind of like master one vegetable. Yeah, so let's see, these are your table of content. So learning about compost, if you've never done that before, or if you haven't done that at scale, there's a lot of info. Raising chickens for eggs, raising chickens for meat, because that's very different. Raised beds if you want to use raised beds. Seed starting, seed saving, season extension. This is really, really cool because for the majority of my life, I didn't know that you could grow vegetables in the middle of winter. That is one of the coolest things. Like you can just have like tons and tons of greens. Oh dear, I'm not finding my page numbers easily. So, yeah, just in summary, it like gives me ideas for what I can be up to. There's a whole section on fruit trees and vines, and that's just gonna tell you like how to prune. Yeah, we made it. So these hoops like this with the sunlight, there are certain types of plants that will grow under there, as long as they're protected from the snow, and that has just been such a revelation. It's just the coolest thing to like have your kale or whatever all winter long ready to go. Yeah, it's like there's so much in here that I don't even know how to talk about all of it. It's a great book if you're a beginner or if you're in an intermediate, because there's just so much info in here. Look at, like, they even have the chicken plucker, like if you want to construct your own chicken plucker. So if you are making a lot of chickens for meat and then putting them in the freezer for the whole winter, like let's say 30 or something like that, maybe you're contemplating a small business with that, that's pretty advanced, you know. So there's just a lot. This book can take you really, really far if you want it to, or it can just teach you some really good basics like that winter growing, you know, like you can have your salad all year round right from your own backyard. That's amazing. It's teaching you about like trellising berries. Just a great book, just a really great book, really informative, and also like kind of supportive. I know when you're starting to grow vegetables, like a lot of them, instead of just a novelty amount, it can get overwhelming, like all the different things that can go wrong. It can turn into a bigger project than you can start to feel, or for me, I can start to get like overwhelmed by what I want the backyard to be like versus what it is right now. And so I found this to be like a supportive book that I could pick up and get some little tips and like get that energy back up to like keep going down the path of getting there. It's been pretty slow for me because I'm like, one is the time, and two, it's like physically pretty demanding. But it has been extremely rewarding. It feels so good to just grow tons and tons of food and be out in nature. The exercise alone is great, but like, yeah, there's something about just harvesting your own food and having it like be really good looking, and store well and preserve it and everything. It's just the best. So if you're already into this stuff, super informative, a lot of extras in there. And if you're just getting started, I think this is a great starting point that can take you super far. So I loved it.